Hi everyone. Welcome back to live stream session with Team Axiom. Today's agenda is to have an exploration on gamification. Before going for anything related to the conceptualization and practical implementation of gamification, we need to understand gamification first. And with Team Axiom, they'll be giving you the entire details practically and conceptually how gamification need to be implemented. I'll be firstly giving you the details about what is gamifications, what are the advantages of gamifications, so that we can learn, explore this new approach of developing an applications, which will certainly going to help all of us to develop applications better and have a good productivity from the applications. So let us understand what is gamifications first. If you just like if you just try to understand what is gamification, to, to define in the simple terms, gamification is the application of game design elements and principles in non-game contexts. What it means, and like as we all know, while playing the games, the users engagement is more intensely. You might observe playing the kids or whomsoever or many fellows while playing the games, you get intensely engaged, right? And then you might not come to know how much time you was playing games, and like you may sometimes uh, like not paying attention to the routine work and all the stuff you we all aware about. Everyone have means like sometimes it looks like it's an addiction of playing games and all, right? But if that intensity of user engagement, if we can convert that energy, that engagement towards the productivity, towards the while performing the daily routine works, or while working on the applications, right? If that intensity, if that particular user engagement, if we can able to convert into the normal applications, then certainly the productivity will be enhanced. We need to analyze what those elements are available in the games which will motivate users to to have a more engagement, right? So certainly some factors, some techniques, some mechanics are available in the games which keep users engaged for more number of hours, and that is what exactly gamification means. If the game design elements and the principles of that game designing, if we can use it, if we can implement it in a non-game context, like developing apps, websites, or workplaces to boost user engagement, motivation, and desired behaviors, then the productivity will be increases. User will feel motivated to do that work rather than procrastination, rather than uh, not giving attention towards work. If that application, that innovative idea of gamification, if that motivates user for the user engagements, right, and user can able to pay the attentions and give the proper time, right, then certainly the productivity enhances over there. Let's take an example. If a salesman is selling the products, it's a normal routine, right? But if he finds something boring to tell about the products, or he's not feeling motivated to explain the things better, right? To update his sales speech, or he is not feeling something motivated, right? So imagine the situations if he have to do the same thing throughout the day, and if he is not motivated, what is going to happen? Certainly the sale is going to affect, right? So instead of that monotonous way, instead of that non uh, uh, in his words, if it's a boring work, if we can redesign in such a way, right, where just like I told you an example, while playing the games, right, the child or everyone is actually get engaged in such a way that they lost everything, and then they keep engaging playing games. So if that intensity, right, that principles, if you can use it in the normal work, then certainly productivity increases. Hope you understand uh, uh, the purpose of gamifications. Again, I'm saying it's not building a full game. We are not building a game. It's a using things like points, badges, labels, challenges, and progress tracking to make routine tasks more fun and rewarding. Now, the idea may be clear to you, right? If everything, the routine task, what you are doing, if it is available in the form of points, badges, labels, challenges, and progress tracking, then it become more interesting, right? Instead of normal login form, instead of uh, if a salesman using the sales CRM, he have to uh, he have to call to that all the high priority clients today. He have to mail to some the list of the medium priority users, right? Because throughout the day he is having the task. But if that application is gamified, probably that gamified application will, let's say for example, he that motivates that user. He can pick up his avatar. He have all the gadgets with him, badges with him. He have a scoring points, right? He have the labels. He have the challenges. He have the progress tracking, how much like he progressed till now. So that applications become more interesting for him, right? So the routine task become interesting for him, and the more and more engagements uh, engagement for the hours will be happen, and then certainly if that routine task, if he do it interestingly, right, So certainly the productivity increases. So this is what exactly the motive behind understanding gamifications. I'll give you an example. By using gamified way, there are applications that already exist. For example, language learning apps named as Duolingo, which uses tricks, XP, and leaderboards. I'll be explaining about what is tricks means, right? So that Duolingo app, if you want to know what is an example of gamifications, right? There is another called as fitness apps called as Strava, which use challenges and achievements in the form of badges, right? So if someone want to know how a normal applications can be converted into the gamified applications, ultimately I told you it's a applications become more fun and rewarding, right? So and hence the user engagement and the productivity will be increases. So this is what exactly the gamifications means, right? Let us understand. If you now uh, as a developer point of view, if you want to develop a gamified application, what step by step approach one can follow, right? So step number one, if you want to develop a gamified application, because we all used to with how to develop applications. There is a sign up page, there is a sign in page, there is a dashboard, there are menus, and there are forms, and there are buttons that we all know. But instead of designing and defining and developing such kind of applications, if you are a gamified developer, probably I'm using the new term, but if you are a gamified developer, the same routine way of developing applications will be enhanced, update to the gamified way. Step number one, define business and user goals. Obviously, if you want to develop a gamified applications, you should know basically what the goals, what the goals, business goals and the user goals you want to define. Identify what you want to achieve and what user should do more of, right? Means ultimately what is the motive of that application, right? And what user should do more, why you need a more users engagement. Just like I had given you the example of a sales CRM, right? If the salesperson is giving more engagement, what is going to happen? The productivity will be enhanced. What is the business goals? Obviously, like the salesman comes on time, right? He can complete it all the tasks. The overall the sale of a company will enhance and all that stuff, right? So business goal means while developing the application, first of all we need to understand as a developer what is the business goal. Business goal will be like this: increases daily active users, completion of onboarding, content sharing, or purchases, right? So this will come in the category of business goals. What is the user goal? Who is going to use that application, right? Learn a skill, right? Save money, exercise daily, complete tasks. Means you have to motivate users for all these activities, for all these actions, right? So, for example, for a project management app, if a project management app you want to develop, the goal will be user complete task before deadline, right? This is the means first of all, this step we need to. I'm just explaining the various steps how developer should identify, right? What are the goals with the business goal and step number one, what goals user have to perform. So where why user need a more engagement and all, and how come, what will be the business goals, right? So this is the step number one, identify that as a developer, right? If you are trying to develop an gamified applications, right? This is normal way also we do, right? But first of all, there you understand to, because if in a normal way user engagement is not there, then to engage it more, what I can do, what I can provide, what badges I can use, what score, what more scoring points I can give, that sort of thing. So step number one, define business and user goals. Step number two, if you are a gamified developer, you need to understand your users, right? Different users are motivated by different things. Create user personas, right? As you know that in normal routine applications, every user, we are not we are not considering user point of view. The application will be same for all the users, right? So what is the steps we need to follow? Understand the users. If a users comes under the, this is more sort of psychological, or we need to understand the users or the human psychology more. So create user personas, right? Is, for example, if a user is of achievers type, right? So we need to categorize the users. What type of user that is? We are talking about the UI and UX. UX means user experience, right? So whenever if a users of achievers types, right, then that type of users want more points, labels, status, right? If a user of achievers type, he will need some scoring points, labels, right? These are the labels, and this is the status I'm having. So they feel proud about all these stuffs, right? If a user is of explorer types, if a user is of explorer type, he wants surprises, hidden features, right? Someone will get excited. What is means if something surprises comes or some hidden features are there. So these explorers guys having the mentality of, or the, like, having the psychology of exploring certain things. He needs surprises. He need hidden features available over there. So for that reason, he may get engaged more in the applications. So we need to identify what type of users, means like, like your application should have all type of features available for this all the user communities. Let's say for the next example is, if a user of type socializers, right, then they may want leaderboards, team challenges, and sharing, right? Means like they are more towards like a community instead of individualizing, right? They need the leaderboards. You want to be a leader. You want to be, he is a team challenges. You want to share the things. He is more excited to share the things over there, right? So the users may be of type socializers. The next type of users are philanthropists, right? They will feel proud to give to others, sort of want to help others. So in such users will be get motivated by badges for answering community questions, right? They'll feel happy. They will feel motivated to give to the others. So in short, your application should able to identify the users personas, right? Whether they comes under the achievers category, explorers category, socializers category, philanthropist category, and everybody, like whichever the type of user he is, there is something should lies in the applications, right? Now you might be understanding that if we not consider these all the factors, user will not get engaged, right? So again, the discussion is, while playing the games, the user engagement is more. They lost everything, right? And then play games for a number of hours. They are not bothered about anything else. They are feeling thirsty, hungry, and sometimes it happens. So that engagement of users, what that areas, what that points, right, are available, what that features are available in the games which engage the users more. And if we can, that all the features and the points, if you can able to implement in the normal applications, right? So certainly, because of that intensely user is get engaged, the productivity will be increased, right? So second step is understand your users. For examples, action will be survey or analyze user behavior to choose the right motivators, right? Means if you're we need to identify the users and how these users behavior we need to analyze that user's behavior, and then we need to find out the right ways to motivate them, right? Because that inspirations, that motivations will certainly, if they get motivated, the that energy, right, will be that energy will enhance the productivity. That is what the basic idea about. The third step, like we need to identify desired users actions. Now while dealing with the applications, what type of actions these users are going to perform, right? So specify actions you want to engage. What I'm explaining to you, if you are a gamified developer, I understand my new terms, but as gamified developer means like whatever the applications you are going to develop, that is in the gamified way, so that the user will feel interesting. User will feel proud to use your applications. That like the way they download the games, they like the number of hours they play the games, and they find out the ways to like cross the various levels and achieve the more badges and all. So that is what exactly it means. Identify what actions user are going to perform in the applications. Specify actions you want to engage. For examples, log in daily, complete a profile, finish a tutorial, invite a friend, submit task early. Now these are the actions you want to motivate to the users. Log in daily. How you can motivate any user that they can log in on time, log in daily, right? They should not be absent or developing some what I can say, they're developing some excuses for not log in and all this stuff. So log in daily, complete a profile, complete their profile, right? Whatever, like once they log into the system, they should able to complete their profile, finish a tutorial, they should learn the tutorial, right? They should invite to the friends. These are most of the time in the YouTube videos we are saying like please share, have a comment, right? Subscribe, like click on the notifications, and this kind of instructions every YouTuber is giving, right? So instead of saying it, how one can get motivate what that user who is uh, engaging to the applications, right? How they get motivated to that perform that action. I get my point. That is exactly what we need to do as a gamified developer. Identify desired user actions, that triggers, right? And then for that particular triggers, we need to provide the gamified approach. There's like you want to have a more engagement over the login daily, complete a profile, finish a tutorial, right? So gamify only actions that matters, right? Means like these are the, if you means if I'm a gamified user, I will be identify, okay, I want that every user should daily log in to the systems, right? And then that too on time over there. So what should I'll be providing the UI, or I'll be developing the application in such a way that that action can be performed. How a user can be motivated to complete their profile, how a user can be motivated or get engaged to finish the tutorial what is given to them, to complete the task on time and all, right? So that is exactly we need to, that actions we can gamify it, so that they'll feel there'll be the more engagement and more productivity. Hope you understand. I'm explaining the steps as a gamified developer, what we need to do to develop and gamified applications. You understand up till now probably the importance of gamifications, right? So the step 4, for while developing every applications, if you choose game mechanics and elements, I'll be explaining you what the game mechanics and elements are there. Select mechanics that match your goals and user type. We categorize the user types, right? And then we define even the goals also. We for like earlier we discussed in the step 2 that users can be categorized in the achievers, explorers, socializers, philanthropists, right? These are types of the users. And then we identify that what in the applications I need log in daily, complete a profile, finish. These are the actions over there. Now, to what will be my UI, or what will be what motivates that particular user to perform that action, right? So that I need to find. So select mechanics that match your goals and user type. Mechanics will be means, for example, points, right? Extra points or some points over the descriptions will be like the small and frequent rewards. Means if I give some points to, if you want to log in a daily, I'll give 2 points. So to achieve that 2 points, maybe user engagement will be motivated. You'll get a point. So means if you perform a daily, right? If, for example, an example I'm giving, to log in on time every day, right? If some reward points, if you can give it, right? Some frequently rewards over there, and it is best for tracking progress. So points, when the points comes in the picture, if you want to like uh, get some like some may get motivated by these all the points. Badges, actually one time achievement, means if let's say throughout the month, right, if everyone is be login on time, then certain badges need to be given. Okay, that it is this mechanism best for the milestones. No late marks are there throughout the day, throughout the month, right? Then that is the milestone over there. And I'll talk about the labels, right? So now unlock a new ability. This is used for unlock new abilities, long-term engagements, right? Means like maybe level 1 is a first quarter, 3 months. Like if you divide your entire year in the uh, in the 4 categories, four quadrants, right? So first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. So but first quarter may be called as level 1, level 2, level 3, like long time engagements, right? Instead of daily task can be become a monthly, and then monthly become a, so a day can be divided into the first half, second half, right? The number of hours, and then can be the weekly task, and then can be the month, and then can be like, so while defining the labels, it should be like long-term engagements, right? Like a quarter or sort of progress bar, which shows how close to goal, right? Reducing drop-offs means progress bar means like right now, like you know, 100% is there. Now you are completed 20%. It motivates that, okay, let me complete 50, let me complete, means like step by step approach where you are right now. So in such situations, progress bar is used, so that it will motivate that user to complete that. Okay, now only 20% remains to complete my 100% sort of, right? So if otherwise, no, people will close the applications, and like that productivity lost. So rather than that, progress will give that, okay, like only it's like 20% remains. So that 20%, to complete that 20%, maybe another 30 minutes required over there. So that to complete that means if a progress bar is there, and to complete that 80% to 100%, if it motivates that user to give 30 minutes more, so probably it's a productivity enhance, right? So leaderboards. Now leaderboards means compare with others. Now look, you are A, and look at the progress of B, look at the progress of C, look at the progress of D, right? So probably by making the comparing others, right? It again it motivates, like why means like that B user completed the level 2, and you are still in the level 1. If a D user having that kind of achieve that points over there, that badges you achieved, right? So that sort of that particular comparison, right, will certainly motivate the user to why it's again I'm saying it's a human behavior, right? So you want to be like someone, so probably you find the role model, that why all the badges and all the rewards are going to that particular D user, so I should be performing that all the actions and also, right? So then the next one will be the challenges, time-bound goals, short-term activity spikes, right? Some challenges you have to give, right, to engage them more. Streaks, consecutive days of action, daily habits, right? one has to motivate that user that it should be means like sometimes some fellows may do the work intensely one day, but next day again the moral down and all the stuffs are there. So there has to be the strict consecutive days of actions required over there. It's like uh, whenever there is a year ends, everybody have a resolutions that I'll be, resolution about the health habits and all the stuffs are there, but within a week itself they're all gone. So it means like how user can get perform that, make it a habit out of it. Now habit means it's a daily routine sort of, right? So what motivates to perform daily routine, to motivate to the exercise daily, motivate to go to bed on time, have a healthy food and whatever. Like so, what that consecutive days of actions, right? That is actually mean by the strict means virtual goods, right? I'm explaining the various various mechanics, mechanics what we have to use while developing the gamified applications. Virtual goods, customization, power ups, monetization status, and all, right? So like somebody may get motivated about the how much reward points they collected, how much they monetize, and all the stuff, right? The quest, right? Multi-step task. If you can perform this multi-step task, then like onboarding, excursions, and all these stuffs are there. This is what you become sort of. That is what the objective of your professional ethics and all these stuffs are there. So multi-step task you can give it up. So the point is by using these all the mechanics, these are the mechanics by which you can motivate that users, right? And again I'm saying this is nothing to like related to the UI development, what CSS, what HTML, what and like something you are using, right? This is about the how we can by understanding the users mindset, by understanding it's approach of uh, uh, using the applications, right? So understanding users behavior to get more engaged and more productivity, right? So this is what exactly the motive of this today's discussion, right? So at the same time, in the next step, if you are a gamified developer, why don't you design the feedback system? Because most of the times now, like on every actions we don't have a feedback, right? So that's why user engagement is not there. User need immediate clear feedback for every action. For example, visual badges pops up, level up animations, right, and progress fill. So that also motivate the user. There is audio, satisfying click, like okay, yes, that if that audio and visuals you can add. The narratives, right? You are on a 7 day streak, right? So sort of it will certainly help to motivate that all the users. Summary, end of the week report, you earn 200 points and all, right? So by using by giving some rewards, by defining some like some audio video engagements, right? Ultimately the goal is to engage that all the users are. Avoid overloading with notifications. Means like obviously we are not supposed to notify all the time, otherwise no, like if you are viewing some contents on your mobile and suddenly some many notifications comes over there, that irritates you. So extra notifications also not should not be there, but like properly uh, while performing some task, if you keep reminding them that okay, in the visual form, audio form, narrative form, right? So the user will get engaged more. So give the feedback on the immediate actions over there, that like so that it should in such a way that we should engage more in the application and motivates the user more for performing that particular actions, right? The next step will be map the user journey, right? So like basically design how gamification evolves as user stay longer, right? So discovery, show quick wins, right? At the same times, like onboarding, guide with small quests, active use, introduce sticks, challenges, leaderboards, advanced, unlock special badges, mentor roles, rare items. For example, day one, 50 points for losing weight. If it is a fitness app, let's say for example, day one, 50 points for losing weight. Week one, badge badge for 7 days straight, right? Month 2, right? Unlock legion levels and custom avatar gear and all, right? So it means to perform that action, right? What reward points or something like something we need to think it on that in a unusual way, so that unusual way that motivates that particular user, right? Whichever the user type accordingly, so that they can engage more and the productivity and the objectives can be achieved. That is what means. Like as a developer, we need to take we need to consider these all the factors, right? So whatever the steps I'm saying, I'm discussing, most of while developing the applications, we're not considering this. We're not like consider the human psychology, even user psychology, even, right? So that is what, and then hence this such kind of applications become monotonous. Such kind of applications become routine work, and there is no interesting things will be happened, and then the productivity will be lost, right? So if we can use this gamified way, certainly uh, the engagements will be enhanced, the goals can be achieved, and productivity will be multiplied. Next step will be balance rewards, right? So use intrinsic motivation. Gamification should enhance, not replace, right? So like reward points will be there, implement technically, and these are all the things. Whatever steps I'm saying, right? So user action tracking, point stick counters, achievement triggers, front end while developing front end, okay, progress bars, rings, badges gallery, and many more stuff. So there are there are various ways to define the application, to develop the applications, and make them more user engagements over there. I'll summarize it, that what are the various steps we need to perform. Now let's say what advantage you will be get for the gamifications. It is increased user engagement. Second, improved retention and loyalty towards the applications, right? Third, faster skill acquisition and behavior change, right? The fourth will be enhanced motivations, both intrinsic and extrinsic, right? That motivations will be there. Clear progress visibility, social proof and healthy competition, increased task completion rates, right? Valuable user data and insights, reduced need of external incentives, right? Positive emotional connections, right? So there are many more kind of advantages will we get through the gamifications. So the idea is, if we follow the gamified approach, these kind of advantage we'll get. And as a developer, if we can understand the user behavior, if you understand that what actions they're going to perform and what motivates that user to do that actions, and ultimately all the stakeholders will like to invest on such applications, right? We are the more because everyone want to earn more profits, everyone want to earn more business, right? And if the user engagement is going to, by because of this gamification approach, if they earn a profit more, certainly the gamification approach in the applications are acceptable or appreciable, and hence uh, uh, we can we can be rate that applications can be rated much more higher than the normal applications. I'll be I will be diversifying. I'll be handing over this session to Team Axiom, so that they'll be giving you all the tips how gamifications can be implemented conceptually and practically, and to have a to earn a brownie point. Let's say in the gamified applications, or developers can, if they can able to develop such applications, that applications can be get the appreciations more than the normal way of developing applications. Over to Team India.
Welcome everyone. Today I'm going to present an exciting concept called gamification in UI. From theory to implementation. In today's digital world, Users interact with websites and applications every day. However, keeping users engaged and motivated for a long time is one of the biggest challenges for business and designers. This is where gamification becomes important. By adding game-like element into digital product, business can make user interaction more fun, interactive, and rewarding. In this presentation, we will explore what gamification is, why it is important, how it works, and how it improves user engagement and overall user experience. Let's begin by understanding what gamification actually means. Gamification is the use of game like elements in application, websites, and digital product to increase user engagement and motivation. These elements are added to non-gaming platform to make tasks more enjoyable and interactive. For example, many apps reward users with point, badges, levels, or streak when they complete tasks or achieve goals. The main purpose of gamification is to encourage users to stay active, participate regularly, and enjoy the overall experience while using the application. Now, let's look at the some common game elements used in gamification. Progress bars usually shows users how much work they have completed and how close they are to reaching a goal. Points are given as rewards user when user complete tasks or activities. Levels allow users to unlock new stages or features as they continue progressing. Challenges encourage user to complete activities regularly and remain engaged. Badges act as a visual achievements that recognize milestone and accomplishment. All these elements work together to make user interaction more engaging, interactive, and motivating. Now, the important question, why is gamification is important in UI and UX design? Gamification makes learning and everyday tasks more enjoyable for users. Instead of feeling like routine work, interaction becomes fun and rewarding. It motivates users to complete action and encourages them to continue engaging with the application. From a UI and UX perspective, gamification improves user engagement, increases customer retention, and encourages active participation. When users feel motivated and rewarded, they are more likely to return to the platform regularly and spend more time interacting with it. Let's explore the key component of gamification in details. First point are awarded to users after completing tasks or activities. They provide a sense of achievement and progress. Second, badges are visual rewards that recognize accomplishment and milestones. Third, leaderboard display ranking among users, creating healthy competition and encouraging participation. Fourth, progress bars visually shows completion status and motivate users to finish tasks. Fifth, levels allow users to unlock advanced stages or new features as they progress. Finally, challenges and rewards encourages users to participate consistently and remain active on the platform. Together, these elements create a more engaging and motivating digital experience. Now, let's understand how gamification works in real application. The process starts when a user performs an action such as completing a task, watching a lesson, or making a purchase. The system then provides instant rewards or feedback, such as points, badges, animation, or congratulation messages. The positive feedback makes user feel motivated and satisfied. As user continue interacting with the application, the system tracks their progress, achievements, and activity history. This creates a continuous cycle of action, reward, motivation, and engagement, which help businesses maintain long-term user participation. Gamification can be implemented in UI design using various interactive elements, animated progress bar, make users feel excited as they move towards completing goals. Achievement badges rewards user for completing milestones and encourage continued participation. Rewards pop up, create excitement, and provide instant positive feedback. Many applications also used daily streak system to motivate users to return consistently every day. Unlockable features give users a sense of progression and achievement. Task completion notification provides satisfaction and make the overall experience more interactive and engaging. Now, let's discuss the advantages of gamification for both users and businesses. For users, gamification creates a fun of enjoyable experience. It motivates them to continue using the application and improves learning, productivity, and engagement. For businesses, gamification increases customer retention and encourages users to spend more time on the platform. It also improves brand loyalty because user feels more emotionally connected to the product. Additionally, gamification can improve conversion rates by motivating users to complete action and achieve goals. Let's compare a traditional web experience with a gamified web experience. Traditional websites are usually transactional and focused mainly on task completion. In contrast, gamified applications are interactive, engaging, and habit forming. Traditional systems often provide delayed or basic feedback, while gamified systems often instant rewards, animation, badges, and progress tracking. In traditional experiences, users may feel like they are performing routine tasks. Gamified experiences make interaction feel rewarding and motivating. Traditional platforms often face lower retention rates and higher bonus rates, whereas gamified platforms encourages repeated engagement, stronger loyalty, and long-term participation. Overall, gamification transforms static user experience into dynamic and interactive journeys. In conclusion, gamification helps make digital product more engaging, interactive, and enjoyable for users. By combining game machine with UI and UX design, businesses can improve user engagement, customer satisfaction, retention, and productivity. Gamification is not just about rewards or animations, it is about creating meaningful experiences that motivate users to stay connected with the platform. The future of digital experiences lies in designing interfaces that are not only functional but also emotionally engaging. And finally, I would like to end with this thought: good designs attract users, but gamification keeps them engaged. Thank you for your time and attention. That was all about how gamification improves user engagement and transform digital experiences through interactive UI design. Now, I would like to hand over to my teammate who will provide practical example and demonstrate how gamification can be implemented in real world application.
Hey everyone, uh, have you ever wondered why you can scroll through Instagram or play a mobile for 2 hours straight without getting bored? But filling out 3 minutes profile on a website is like absolute fortune. Today, today we are going to solve that problem. We are talking about gamifications. A lot of people think gamification means building a literal video game into your app. It doesn't. Gamification simply means taking standard boring business actions like filling out forms, leaving reviews, or booking a room, and applying the psychology of game to them. We use things like instant feedback, visual progressions, and the status of create a digital experience that users actually enjoy. To prove how powerful this is, I have built two identical web pages, fictional hotel called Lux Stays. So let me show my screen. See, it's called Lux Test. Both pages uses the exact same database. The user is John Doe. He has 8,500 points, reward points on his dashboard. This is the total dashboard for the Lux Test customer portal. It's like the software for the hospitality hotel. So the user John Doe has 8,500 points. He is the third on the leaderboard. You can see that on the third line, he had the 8,500 points over here. And he has the same task to complete. Let's look at how the traditional web handles this. This all the page is showing in the traditional way, which is everyone is following from the last years. But what is the difference between the traditional and the gamifications? Now we'll we'll have this dashboard and account dashboard. We'll have pending account actions, account badges, reward catalogs, customer questionnaires, trivia. So all the features which my team member already explained you the techniques of gamification. So simply let's look at John's data. For on the left, we see has the these details. On the right, we have the static table, the user points, rankings for the leaderboard, where he's sitting the third place. And right in the middle, the business is asking of John to complete the task. This kind of task John have to complete. And customer questionnaires. They want him to submit a hotel review for 500 points. You can see that complete the following actions to accurate more rewards point to your account. There is a actions like submit hotel reviews, explore map tools, upload profile photo, and each task have the points 500, 200, 300, 50. And you have to user have to execute this task for getting the points. Now pay close attention to the how the system feels. When I do business wants, I am going to click execute to leave this 500 points for submit hotel review. I just click and it will show a simple pop-up which is saying that the action review registered and your request has been submitted. Point balances are updated during nightly server processing. Please check back tomorrow. This is the simple UI which is for the traditional UI. Think about how that felt. Did anyone feel a rush of excitement? Did you feel a hit of dopamine? No. My point didn't change on the screen. The leaderboard didn't move. If after the clicking of 500 points, it should be increased to 900 and that leaderboard is not updated yet. I don't feel like I accomplished anything. There's a massive friction here. Now let's take this exact same data and apply the 7 pillars of gamification into the gamification UI. So I'm having the second page, which is Lux Stage Gamification UI, and look at this dashboard, how it looks. The entire page is designed with the colors, animated neon colors, the layouts, everything. Before we click anything, look at how the data is presented. Look at the top right side section. We have the 3-day streak with the points of 8,500 XP points. And the minor but the major point is look at the profile of this user. I can change the avatar also. It's changing and just click to save and close. That avatar is also changing. The small features impact more to the user in that section. And this creates a psychological trigger called loss aversions. Humans hate losing things they earn. User will log into the app tomorrow just to make sure that flame icon doesn't disappear. You can see that 3 days streak means the user is on the website from last 3 days. And for the making this flames live and continue, he will open that website on daily basis and check the logs and the tasks and daily challenges, the spins, everything. Now let's do the same exact action we did the boring page. I'm going to click this leave a hotel review task, which is the daily challenge, and also you can see that there's a reset timing is countdown is starting. Means after the completion of this time, that daily challenge will reset again and open for the user so he can uh, play this task on daily basis after the completion of this time. And for these triggers, it is called the Zeigarnik effect. That's a fancy psychological term that means our brain physically hit incomplete task. When we see a bar of 85,000, means totally we can see that 85% of this progress bar, it should to be complete to the 100%, like the 10,000 XP points. So we have to complete this task over here. Now let's do this exact same. I'm going to click this leave hotel review, and you want to watch the entire screen closely. I just hit the button and look what happens in this page. When I click the button, so many things happens over in this web page on this screen. So look at that cascade of feedback. Let's break down what just happened right now. First thing, instant gratification. The 500 XP points physically floated up the screen. Means it's animated with some visuals. Then second part is micro interactions or wallet. A wallet is previously it was 8,500 XPs. Now it comes to the 9,000 like a slot machine. Third, the pages, the achievements. In the previously, we have the pioneer only, but the reviewer is activated right now. When I click this button of leave a hotel review, the badge is activated. And it is fully colored, giving a sense of achievements. It's saying that it's showing that these things you have got some new achievements for you. Fourth, the leaderboard. In the top right uh, bottom side, we have the leaderboard, and previously that leaderboard is in the third number. Means I'm having the 8,500 XPs, and it is upgraded to the 900 XPs. Whatever the points is upgraded to the dashboard, it's reflected to the leaderboard also. Means it is uh, absolute most powerful tool, and it is changing the real time values. We didn't have the refresh the page to watch our name jump or mic into the second place. This is how you build habit loop. The user took an action and the system rewarded them immediately. When I click the button, something has happened. Some animations comes here. The point increases. The progress bar increases with the 500 points. It increases 8,500 to 9,000 to the completion of 10,000. And the leaderboards is also updated. So we'll go the next. We have the more daily challenges over here. Then we can we'll give her the second also. If I click to 200 XP, the same thing is happen. And see that when I click for the 200, 200 added immediately to every point. Like here, it's become 9,200. Here is also 9,200 XP points is added. And look at the achievements. The more he got the new achievement as the explorer. And in the leaderboard also, both have the 9,200, 9,200. So we have the next also. We can go to the refer friend and the share a save photo also. But we aren't done. The absolute most powerful tool in the gamification is the unexpected reward. If rewards are too predictable, user get bored. But when user don't know exactly what they will get, their engagement skyrockets. So we added a daily spin wheel. Let's spin it, and I need your help to type the jackpot in the comments right now for the good luck. So I'll just click to spin the wheel. Okay. Whatever the spin is rolls, the values added to this dashboard for the point. Now, now we have this daily spin is over and it will reset after the 24 hours. Means it can reset again. So whenever the user comes to the website, he will excite more about the things. If that spin and that challenges will reset again for the next day. So he will continuously engage with the website. And now we have the 9,300 points. So I'll just jump directly to 1,000 XP points and look what happens here. The badge unlocked with this gold VIP means our silver bar is upgraded to the gold bar and we completed with the 10,000 XP points and the new achievements like the gold VIP and the referrals. This happens here when I completed the daily challenges over here. Now, but here's the most important part of this entire presentation is we must bring it back to the business. Gamification is completely useless if the points have no real value. This 10,300 points. So users can trade their hard-earned XP points for the room upgrade, a free breakfast, or spa. So we have a shop section where the rewards can be get and spend the hard-earned XP points in the real box. Means the user can use these points in this type of a type of room upgrade. For he can get the free breakfast from the hotel, or he has the spa voucher also. So he can use the points as these things here, and making this process of earning points incredibly fun and tying those points to real world hospitality perk. We guarantee the user will look directly on the website next time. We just save the hotel thousands of dollars in Expedia or Booking.com fees. And look, if I click to just for the free breakfast, so I purchase the confirm, check your box. My box is decreases with this value which is available here, and I own the free breakfast for this hospitality. Means the user can have the idea of these things when he engages with the dashboard for uh, the techniques of gamification UI. So he can utilize this all the things over here also. And for this gamification, we added some small kind of tricky games over here also. So here's in this section, you have the questions like the world's first hotel open in which country. Sometimes the user is much more interested for the solving the queries, performing the tools, tasks, games, all the things. They have the memory matches. So we added the two small games here for the answering the questions on any question for the with our options and the memory match with some points also. Means we are giving some points for the execution of every event or every game over here. So let's try to complete this task. The world's first hotel open in which country, which century? So I don't know about this century. Just I click the 18. Oops, it's correct. So I got the 150 points over here. So I can jump to the next question also. And these points, which is uh, I earn, it is added with the score one and stick one and added to the my scrolling points also. Then I have the next question. What does ensuite means in the hotel room? It's like private bathroom. Again, I have got the 150 points. So these kind of questions can engage to user for our website and he can go with the any kind of solve questions and ask. Again, this is wrong. Which city has the most five-star hotels per capita? It's Dubai, but I select the wrong option. So it is also showing these things not quite. The answer was Dubai. Means it's encouraging to user for be on the task and be engaged with the website platform. Then we have the memory match task also. The gamification UI for the engagement of the user for increasing here game points. So memory match. Just we have to remember which icon or image is open on which box. So that same thing we have to match over here. Look, this is match. This should all be. So this kind of task we have added in this gamification UI. So this kind of UI, how? Let's have the comparison. This was the traditional UI, which is using from last few years, thousand years or many years, is they are following for the simple dashboard, the text and table format, the layout is very simple. And we have implemented and enhanced this web page to the gamification UI. In this kind of UI, neon colors, the progress bar, the badges, the achievements, the leaderboards. Look at the leaderboard. I have the 9400 XP, so I am in the one first position. So it's changing real timely. We have the daily spins, which is reset in 24 hours, with the daily challenges, which is resetting in the 8-9 hours, and we have the small games also for the quiz type or memory match, and we can utilize all the points in the format of these things. We can upgrade the room also, so that will notify here purchase confirm. The things of gamification UI we have implemented here for the engaging the user experience, and that everyone is the powerful of UI gamification. It's the exact same data, but an entirely different user experience. You can see that, and this is the simple comparison. We can see and we can feel how the difference between the traditional page and the gamification UI. So this is the future where the user wants to be engaged with the, some pages, wants to be interactive interactions with the web pages. They have the dynamic events should be fire. He wants to be something done on the his on every event. So it triggers the dopamine of the user to be engaged with the website. Now this is the one task we have, and also as my team already said that there's a kind of things also we can use the audios, videos, and the layout storytelling things. So I'm having the another task also where we are having a small story which by using on the Gudi Padwa, but we have added something tricky part over here, the music and the storytelling part. Hope you all getting the audio. Okay, so this is the background. Rag Bhairav is playing. It's a real time which is playing over in the background. I can stop this rag also, and I can increase or lower the voice, the background music of uh, size also. And after the scrolling the event, it can play and say in the real time. The real communication of page to the user interaction. It's a real key to engaging the user. We can pause this narration also. We can stop this all the entire narration, and we can continue with these things also. So this kind of futuristic gamification UI can build for the web pages to engage the user interactions and be the interesting part for the web applications uh, for the gamification UI for the today's life. So that's all from my side. Now I request you, Mr. Director, sir, say something on this. Thank you.
Hey, thanks, Team Axiom. You did a fabulous job to elaborate gamification conceptually and practically as well. To summarize everything, gamification means how interesting we can develop a UI, or how we can develop application in such a way that the user engagement will be more and more the productivity will be. It's an approach of developing, right? Hope you uh, enjoy these session gamification sessions, right? Because it's not normal way of developing an applications. Uh, Certainly, the gamified approach will have an extra edge over traditional way of developing an applications. Right? So uh, the concept of gamifications, advantage of gamifications, and the examples given by the team Axiom probably give you the more clarity what gamification is. So in near future, you must follow the approach of gamification so that the productivity, user engagement, companies' business goals can be achieved as per the expectations. I hope that everything regarding gamification is clear to you. For more such kind of events, for more such kind of topics, do join us, right? And share this all the technical explorations with your friends so that together we can achieve the best and serve the best to the industry. Have a good day, guys. Thank you.